Just that old Sarum bunch. You know how they get when they're all shinnied up.
They've been drinking?
Could be. Mr. Finch, I don't know why you took on this case. You've got everything to lose.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I mean everything.
Heck, that boy will probably go to the chair. But he is not going until the truth is told.
Okay, Mr. Finch.
And you know as well as I do what the truth is.
I thought you would.
And I appreciate it. Thank you.
Sure, well, take care of yourself.
I will.
Hello, Jen. Okay.
Well, John?
I told her I'd work on a garden, try to get it to grow back. And I told her I was sorry. But I'm not. What the heck take one?
There is no point in saying you're sorry if you were not sorry.
What about what she said?
She's old and she's ill. I have work.
She wants me to read to her. She wants me to come over every day and read to her. Do I have to, Atticus?
You do.
But, sir, her house is so dark and creepy. There's shadows on the ceiling.
That should appeal to your imagination. Just pretend you're inside the Radley house. Ooh.
She's turning a peculiar mood these days. What was Heck saying to Atticus?
Death and politics. Boom, boom.
Stop it, sir. It was just that they moved Tom Robinson to the Macon jail.
That's all?
What are you going to read to Mr. Bose?
I don't know. Why would she want me to read to her?
Seemed like your father would be surprised.
Why wouldn't he be surprised?
Ask him.
Ask me what?
Nothing, sir.
Well, you folks will probably be in bed by the time I'm back, so say goodnight now.
Where are you going?
Out in my Calpurnia.
What are you doing with that chair and light bulb?
I have use for them.
I'll do my best to watch the children, sir. Where's he going, Cal?
I could make a guess, only I won't. It's almost time for dinner. You three get washed up. All of you.
I really need a wash.
That's the main thing Cal thinks about. Why wouldn't you make a guess?
Why was he taking a chair and light bulb? What else was Heck saying to Atticus?
Dill and I recounted all that we could of the front yard. Jeff thought about it. He didn't say a word throughout dinner. And then afterwards, he thought he'd go downtown. I thought I'd follow him, and there was no stopping Dill. We thought Atticus might be in his office, but when we got there was nothing. When we crept around the corner of the courthouse, there was something peculiar. A light above the door to the jailhouse.
There he is.
What's he doing?
I don't know.
Something touched me. Come on.
Dill?
There he is. He's all right. So let's go. Just wanted to see where he was.
After all this running around, let's go talk.
Shh.
He can't hear me.
Maybe we shouldn't bother him right now.
Listen.
Cards. So many cards.
Come on, we'll get down and watch.
So many.
Just get down.
The way it looked to us, Atticus was very calm. It seemed he knew exactly what was coming.
He in there, Mr. Finch? He is. He's asleep. Don't wake him up.
You know what we want. Step aside from the door, Mr. Finch.
You can turn around and go home again, Walter.
We won't do that.
Might as well. Heck's around here somewhere. The hell he is.
Heck's bunch are so deep in the woods, they won't get out till morning.
Indeed? Why so?
Calls them off on a snap hunt.
You think of that, Mr. Finch?
Thought about it, but I didn't believe it.
That changes things.
Oh, yes, I do.
Do you really think so?
Do you really think so? Was a really dangerous question for Atticus to ask. It seemed he was about ready to deal with somebody. This I couldn't miss.
Well, I'm just gonna see.
No, Scout, go.
Atticus?
Scout!
Sorry, sir. I couldn't hold on to it.
Jem, take Dylan Scout and go home. I said go home.
Will you be coming with us, sir?
No, I will not. Go home.
No, sir.
I'll send him home.
No.
Don't you touch him!
I'm telling you to. That'll do, Scout. Don't kick folks.
But he was gonna
No, Scout.
Nobody gonna do Jem that way.
Come on, Atticus, get him out of here.
Give you 15 seconds. Jem, please.
No,
Take-
sir.
Take them and go.
No.
Jem?
Mr. Cunningham? Is that you? Hey, Mr. Cunningham, do you remember me? I'm Jean Louise Finch. You brought us turnip greens one time. Remember? I know your boy Walter. He's in my class. Maybe he told you about me because I beat him up one
Scout.
time. But he was real nice about it. Tell Walter I say hey for me, won't you? Atticus was telling me about your entailments. He says they're bad. Atticus, I was just telling Mr. Cunningham that entailments are bad. But I remember you said not to worry. It takes long sometimes, but you'd write it out altogether. Can anybody tell me? Mr. Cunningham, what's the matter?
Nothing's the matter, little lady. And I'll tell my boys to hey. Come on, guys. We're going home.
You're going.
Looks that way.
Can we go home, Atticus?
Looks like we can go home now.
How was Tom doing?
Mr. Finch, they gone?
They're gone, Tom. They won't bother you anymore.
Thank you, Mr. Finch.
Well, you better get your sleep.
You better get some sleep too.
That is my intention. Good night.
Can I take this chair here, Mr. Finch?
You two certainly don't mind. However, children did good today. You made Walter Cunningham. You made him stand in my shoes for a minute. Let's go home.
The following Monday, Atticus told us to stay home. And for a while, we did. People were streaming in like it was a Saturday. It seemed the whole county was there for Tom Robinson's trial. When Jem and I reached the courthouse, it was covered with picnic parties. Mules and wagons were parked under every available spot. People were washing down biscuits and syrup with warm milk from fruit jars. In the far corner, Negroes were dining on sardines and crackers. And then, at an invisible signal, they all got up and headed into the courtroom. We didn't want Atticus to see us, so we waited. When we got in, there was no more seats. So Reverend Sykes asked if we wanted to sit on the colored side. Jem answered, "Gosh, yes." And so we went in and sat down. When we sat down, a Mr. Gilmore from Abbotsville was already taking testimony from a heck of tape.
Own words, Mr. Tate.
Well, I was called.
Did you say it to the jury, Mr. Tate? Who called you?
I was called by Bob Yule yonder one night.
What night, sir?
It was the night of November 21st. I was leaving my office to go home when Bob Yule, very excited he was, said, "Come quick, some Negro attacked my girl."
And did you at this point go to the Yule property?
Certainly. Got in the car and went out as fast as I could.
And what did you find there?
Found her lying on the floor, so I heaved her to her feet, and she washed her face in the bucket. She was mighty banged up.
And then what did you do?
I asked her who hurt her, and she said it was Tom Robinson. Asked her if he beat her up like that. She said yes, he did. Asked her if he took advantage of her like that, and she said yes, he had. I went back to Robinson's and brought him back. She identified him as the one. That's all there was to it.
Very cut and dry. Thank you very much, Mr. Tate. No further questions.
Any questions, Atticus?
Yes. Did you call a doctor, Sheriff?
No, sir.
Why not?
It wasn't necessary, but she was mighty banged up.
So if she was mighty banged up.
He's answered the question, Atticus.
Just making sure, Judge. You say she was mighty banged up. Can you describe her injuries?
Well, she was mighty banged up. She had some bruises coming up on her arms, and she had a black eye star.
Which eye?
It was her left.
Her left facing you, or her left facing the same way you were?
That nigga to right then. It was her right eye. She was banged up on that side of her face. I remember now. She was banged up on that side.
Please repeat what you said.
Her right eye.
It's all heck.
Mr. Robert Yule to the stand, please. Mr. Yule, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God?
So help me God.
Then we can proceed. Mr. Bob Yule.
That's my name, Captain.
Are you the father of Mayella Yule?
Well, I ain't. Can't do anything about it now. Her mom's dead.
Are you the father of Mayella Yule?
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Mr. Yule, please tell the jury, in your own words, what happened on the evening of last November 21st.
Well, I was coming in from the woods with a pile of kindling, and just as I got to the fence, I heard Mayella screaming like a stuck hog inside the house.
Approximately what time was it, sir?
Just before sundown. Well, I was saying, she was screaming like...
Yes, she was screaming.
She was raising this holy racket, so I dropped my load and run to the window as fast as I could. And I seen that black nigga yard attacking my Mayella!
Mr. Jen, take Miss Jean Lee. It ain't been good.
Scout, go home. Big deal and go home.
Why do I have to go home?
It's okay, Helen. I don't think she understands.
Well, yes, I do. I can understand anything you can.
It ain't been for her to see, or you boys either. You better leave.
Quiet. There has been a request that the courtroom be cleared of spectators, or at least of women and children. A request that for the time being will be denied. People generally see what they look for and hear what they listen for, and they have the right to make whatever decision they feel best fit for their children. You may find that there's something here to be learned, or you may not wish to face this problem at this time. Whatever you decide, I suggest you do it right now. I'm interrupting this trial for a 10-minute recess.